So let me ask you this. Are you a person who is very hard on yourself even over smallest mistake that you ever done? Are you the person who cannot assess your own capabilities and success? If yes, then you might have imposter syndrome. Hi, it's Julia here and welcome to my channel Colors of Confidence, a place to empower women, a place to help women increase their self-esteem and boost their confidence. Before I start, I would like to give a big thank you for my family and friends who gave me such a warm welcome and support with my first introduction video of Colors of Confidence. You know who you are and know that your support means so much to me. And of course, my new viewers, thank you so much for taking the time to stop by. And if you like my video, don't hesitate to like it and to subscribe to my channel. Today's topic is imposter syndrome. It's a topic which is very close to my heart because I had it. And I still think that I'm on a journey of healing. What is imposter syndrome? Imposter syndrome is a psychological pattern and it's characterized by an internal feeling of believing that you are not as competent and not as good as others perceive you to be. Main characteristics and the main signs of imposter syndrome are self-doubt, inability to assess your own skill set and competencies, sabotaging your own success, attributing your achieving your success and realization to external factors or to luck, overachieving, setting very challenging goals and feeling so disappointed when you don't achieve them, berating your performance. What is interesting is that for some people, imposter syndrome is a fuel to achieve something, and for others it creates constant anxiety because the person works so much harder to make sure that he or she is not seen as a fraud. There are 5 types of imposter syndrome. First is the perfectionist. Perfectionism and imposter syndrome goes hand to hand. If you think about a person who is a perfectionist has difficulties to assess and measure the degree of a task, think and ask yourself, do you have always this need to deliver 100% of the time? Are you having difficulties to delegate, and if you do so, you are not happy about the result? Are you harsh on yourself when you do the tiniest mistake? The second type is the superwoman, superman, and it's usually characterized by people who tend to feel like a fraud and feeling insecure and tend to work harder in order to measure up to their colleague. Usually these people are working late hours, and even though they can go home already, they find kind of another work to be able to fill this void and to work harder and harder, or they feel so stressed if a little bit of time are not used productively. The third type of imposter syndrome is the natural genius, and usually it happens to younger generation as they judge their accomplishment by how quick and easy they're doing a task, and if it's not happening they feel shame. The fourth type of imposter syndrome is the soloist, a person who says, I don't need anybody's help, I'm independent, and who tend to be independent in doing their tasks. And the fifth, the last one, is the expert, a person who judge and measure its accomplishment by how much he or she knows and what he or she knows, and tend to fear to not know enough because like this she or he will be perceived as unknowledgeable or inexperienced. I must say that I'm very familiar with all of these types Through my career, I've been the expert, I've been the soloist, I've been the perfectionist, the superwoman. It's very important to realize it because as it links, it leads to so much anxiety. It affects all the areas of your life. Imposter syndrome works in cycles, and I'm very familiar with these cycles. And how it works usually is that when you receive a task, you tend to feel anxiety and fear because you have self-doubt. You don't know if you can achieve it or not, and then either you over prepare for this task or you procrastinate, and then you push very, very hard to achieve it in the last minute. In both scenarios, you give the task and then you receive a positive feedback. So what happens when you receive a positive feedback? You feel relief for a little while, but then you tend to attribute this success to luck or external factors. And as you do it, you are incapable to assess actually and internalize your capabilities, and in this way your self-doubt increase, your stress increase, your anxiety increase, and this happens till the next task, and it's all over. The cycles is repeating all over again. To do if you have imposter syndrome. I'm not a psychologist, so I cannot share with you a professional expertise. However, I can give you some tips that help me. And first is to inform myself. I've watched videos, I've read books to understand better what is it. I will share with you below this video actually information that helped me. Second, it's acknowledge and accept you have it. You will go through different emotions, so accept that it will happen. Don't be harsh on yourself, which you'll tend to do. Just take your time, process all the emotions. In my case, I had a lot of shame and yeah, shame was very strong, and I couldn't believe that it could happen to me. But from another point of view, I was relieved because I was beating myself up so harsh. I was so harsh on myself, and it creates so much anxiety in my daily life. Is that when I realized that I had it, I was ashamed but relieved in the same time. So take time to understand why it happened to you, from where it comes, and when you do all this homework, you'll come to a lot of realizations that you'll be even amazed, and this realization will make you grow as a person, will make you heal, and you'll be on another level of awareness, of spirituality. This I can guarantee you. You know, in my case also, I understood that I've been self-sabotaging myself so much through the years, and this self-sabotaging made me do mistakes that I was beating up myself for. I couldn't forgive myself, and when I understood why I did it, it helped me to forgive and to make peace with me, and accept that me too, I can make mistakes. The third tip would be taking action. See a specialist if you feel the need to. Start meditate, create a healthy morning routine, and of course start taking some trainings and coaching in self-development, because what happens is that when you start to work on yourself, you'll discover a lot of blocks, and you will understand why you had this imposter syndrome and why everything happened to you. With that said, please let me know if you had imposter syndrome, or if you have it right now, what was your experience. And if you like this video, if you feel that it can be useful for someone, please share it, like it, and subscribe to my channel. It will mean a lot to me, your support. I wish you a very good day, and I will see you next time. Bye.